Hello. I am just coming from the clinic, so I'm getting ready to show love. All right. So, as we know, every month in the year in the US, we have a holiday. So, we're slowly stumbling upon the holiday of love. So, I thought, what a great idea today to go love feed, right? How can we love ourselves? Different ways of normalizing self care and emphasizing love. So I'm thinking from head to toe. Really, really, really Ayurvedic advice. By the way, I'm Natalie Rand, your Ayurvedic practitioner. You're a future doctorate of whole health and leadership student here at SCU. And you're moving Pilates, yoga practitioner as well. All right. So today, how can we address our self care, love of the whole self, and in a nutshell? Yeah. So we'll do a workout, but we're going to start with just some basic steps, things that you can do to start and end the day for the whole weekend. All right. So it's Thursday. You got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Some of us will have Monday off. So you have essentially 5 days to take good care, right? So I'm thinking every one of those days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and today, we're going to start, we will do one simple act of love to our bodies, all right? First thing you do, when you get up in the morning, sit up or lay down and just take a nice deep inhale in your bed. And then exhale out through the mouth. Right? And you can repeat that 5 to 8 times, just inhaling in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. That'll be day one. So you can do that this evening. You can start your day with that every single day until Monday, or you can carry it on if you can actually stick to it, right? Another thing you can do is before you wind down, or rather as you wind down in the evening, have a little sheet of paper or a small little booklet or just some scratch paper and a pen. And anything that you have sort of heavy in your mind for the next day, put a pen to paper, go ahead and write it out and get it out of your head. You're literally taking all of these thoughts that are taking up space in your mind, placing it on a piece of paper. Yeah? Another act of self-care that you can do. First thing when you do get up, have yourself have a little bit of back support. Sit up nice and tall, especially if you have given yourself that amount of time to be able to be supported in the bed. And you can put your hands on your heart or on your belly, or just open them to receive all of the goodness and just simply state, I am grateful to be awake. I am grateful to be awake. I am grateful to be awake. All right? So, first thing, right? You got 5 different options. I'm going to kind of go back and recap and review, right? First thing you can do, laying down or sitting up, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth 5 to 8 times. Yeah? Second thing, potentially write down anything that's on your mind that you need to get off. You could even do this in the morning and just kind of like jot down a couple to-do lists. Third thing, very simple, grateful. I am grateful to be awake. I am grateful to be awake. I'm grateful to be awake. Yeah? So that's 3 things that you can take, right? 2 more. Let's make it easy so that way it's sustainable. Remember, you don't have to take them all. You can even just do 1 out of the 3 for the rest of the week. Yeah? Close your eyes. All fingertips are going to go just right on where the mandibular joint comes together. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, put a little pressure in there. Good. You'll do the same thing again. If you feel the need, or if you feel like you can manage it, you'll just do a little circle around and breathe. Natural breathing, nothing orchestrated or choreographed, and then you'll circle it the other way. Try and get right in between that space, or just put pressure there. And then release. All right. So first thing, right? I'm gonna recap each time just so that way you don't have to rewind in order to hear it. First thing is just laying down once upon waking, inhaling into the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. That's option 1. Option 2, writing down your worries, before sleeping or getting that to-do list started right upon getting out of bed. Third thing is, I am grateful to be awake. I am grateful to be awake. I'm grateful to be awake. Fourth thing, a little bit of pressure right where the mandibular joint is. Releasing the jaw, circling around here. It's actually right where one of the marma points is. And I'm sure in Chinese medicine, I can't imagine there not being a point here, although I've never experienced it. And then number 5 would be both palms, close them, place them right where the shoulder is. You'll inhale, exhale, put pressure, and pull. All right, inhale, exhale, pull. All right, if you want to exaggerate that, you can inhale, look down, exhale, pull to come up. Once again, inhale, look down, exhale, press, and look forward. Last one, inhale, exhale. Come forward. All right, so recapping again, 5, right? First one, what's the first one? You tell me. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. You can do that 5 to 8 times. These are very self-care, self-love, love-centric things that you can do over the next 5 days to support love, and you loving specifically yourself first, because if you're not loving you first, then there's no love to give. Yeah. Second thing, I'm grateful. You can sit up, nice supported back. I am grateful to be awake. I'm grateful to be awake. I'm grateful to be awake. You don't have to say it out loud. It is definitely more visceral when you actually speak words. Third thing, fingertips going over here near the mandibular joint, so you open your jaw. Put your fingers right in there. You can either circle or you can just release and just press. Good, and then you'll release. Fourth thing, fingertips together, close them, palms on. Stretch the neck and shoulders. Inhale, drop the head. Exhale, press. Inhale. This is actually the 5th. I'll go over the other one. I forgot to talk about that. And again. Good. Must we not forget that there's also the action of having a pen, writing down any worries, any stresses that you can put by your bed after the day is over or at the very start of the day, things that you want to get done, accomplished, achieved. Number 6, write something powerful on your mirror that you're going to see. Anytime you go into the bathroom, you know you're going to enter the bathroom before you go to bed, and you know you're going to enter the bathroom upon waking, right? So something that could be really incredible. I will fill up my cup before I can fill the cup of others. I will fill my cup before I can fill the cup of others. Or any particular thing that you actually feel like visually you need to see to invoke, yeah? The final thing, let's see. I have a couple more, but I'm going to just do one more because we already got to 7, right? I want to go 8, but I know that it's already too many things. You have like a myriad of things you can choose from. So I'm going to go for self-care, yeah? Before going to bed, because I was doing morning and evening, before going to bed, turning off your phone or any digital device, at least give yourself 30 minutes before. 30 minutes before you go to bed, that is like the least. Usually it should be like 2 hours, but 30 minutes just for a few days. Turn off your devices and allow your body to wind down. Fill that in with whatever. It could be a cup of water. It could be a nice book. It could be some sort of prayer. It could be just reflecting on the day and a positive reflection. So you have a couple of options. So self-love, self-care. Yes? Self-love, self-care. All right? So let's recap. First thing, right? First option of self-care for the next 5 days. The first one is getting up upon waking, taking a nice deep inhale into the nose, exhaling out through the mouth, right? Number 1, right? Number 2, sitting up and just simply saying, I am grateful to be awake. I am grateful to be awake. I am grateful to be awake. Third thing, option, right? Doesn't have to be all three. Fingertips go at the mandibular joint area where you release your jaw and give a little pressure. As you soften through the face, you can circle forward, backward, just push and drop the jaw. Next option, writing down any worries before you go to bed to get them out of your head so there's not renting of space in your mind, or upon waking, something positive that you can write down or a list of sorts to keep you on track with your day, right? Another, being able to fingertips together, place your palms here, looking straight ahead, inhaling, drop the head, exhaling, press the shoulders and look forward. Same thing again, inhale, exhale, press, and look forward. One more time, breathe in, exhale, press, self-love, self-care, take care. Another option, writing on your mirror, something of gratitude, something of inspiration that you look at every day. Yeah? Something gratitude or inspirational that you can look every day. I must fill up my cup first before I fill the cup of others. I must fill my cup before I fill the cup of others. Yeah? So that is plenty. You got so many different options of things that you can do. One simple act over the next 5 days. You can do this to express your own self-love. All right? Come on, people. Put it out there. Love yourself first, and then we can spread the love to others. So on that self-love note, let's get moving. All right? Let's do the love of the self through the movement. So I'm going to take that time out to go forward. All right. So self-love. Opening the heart. So I'm thinking today we're going to focus on heart opening exercises. What other way to express love other than that? And I'm going to put my thing down here so we can have it all together. Okay. All right. Heart opening. All right. So any of these exercises can be done while sitting in a chair, right? First one, I'm going to sit here on my knees. This works for me. I'm pretty flexible. So do you have to do that? Absolutely not. You're going to put your hands just right in front of the center of the chest. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, lift the chest up and dump the air out through the nose. So you're literally just lifting up the heart. Exhale into the nose, out through the nose. Breathe into the nose, out through the nose. Release the hands, all right? So another thing, hands are gonna go behind you. You can grab the fingertips. If you need to grab an actual towel or something because your hands don't naturally come together, that's fine, right? As you do, you'll clasp the hands or wrist, fist, fingertips interlace. Open the chest and shoulders, lift it up and breathe here. Look up as high as you can. This is the opposite way that we're usually walking around in the world now that all of the devices exist in our world. And then you'll release. And that was another one of the options for you. As you wind down at the end of the day, to turn off your devices, give yourself like a 15, really 30 minute. Exhale. And you'll feel, if you are not used to having your chest lifted and open, your upper back will feel like fatigued. And if you are, fantastic. All right, so from here, we're going to inhale, reach the arms all the way forward. Let your body round slightly forward. And exhale, lift the arms, chest open. Elbows are going to bend to stretch through the front of the chest. And release the arms down. All right, same thing again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open the chest. Heart opening. Inhale, reach. Allow the fingertips to come forward. Bend the elbows into cactus arms. Stretch the chest. One more time. Inhale, round your spine forward. Lift the arms and bend the elbows to open up the chest. All right? And relax. All right? So now we're going to lie on our side and we're literally going to do, it's actually one of the master instructors Lolita San Miguel, she's one of the elders that is still alive today. She's one of my teachers as well for Pilates. That she's done a rendition of the Sideline series, and it's called Book Cover. So we're going to do that to increase and open up our heart space, right? Heart chakra. We should talk about that for the next one, all right? Palms are going to come together. Bend your elbows, bring them behind the head. Lying down, the elbows going to connect if they can. If not, doesn't matter. Just squeeze them toward one another. Make sure your pelvis is in line with your shoulder girdle. And you're going to inhale, releasing the head. Open the top elbow as you look up to the ceiling. Stretch the chest. Stretch the elbows apart. The heart center is completely lifted. You'll get a gentle spinal twist here. And then you'll bring it all back together. Squeeze. Breathe. Stretch out the deltoid. That's how far forward your elbows go. It's almost you're encouraging the elbows to connect. Inhale, open the chest, elbows. Oh, and then you can even look back toward the arm as you stretch. And bring it all the way back together. Stretching the shoulders. Inhale, open. Look to the elbow. And bring it on back. One more time. And heart center, heart open, stretch. And bring it on back together. Good. From here, let the palms come together. Keep your head down. Allow the top shoulder to go forward as you release your brows into the mat. The top fingertips go past the bottom. And then allow your arms to open, the chest to open, and the heart to open. Heart opening exercises where we're going to look back toward the opposite hand. Lifting the chest, bring it all the way back together. We'll do 3 to 5 reps, just like we did on the first side. Let the fingertips go further past the bottom palm. And open it up. Chest, arms, look back. Stretch the neck and shoulders. And bring it on back. Feels amazing. And reach forward, especially if you've been really tight in the neck, shoulders. And bring it on up. Open the chest, stretch it on out. Look back toward the opposite palm. One more time. You can even do this actually upright if you don't mind not having the pull of gravity. And then open it on up. Chest, arm. Reach the fingertips away from the center. Good, and then slowly bring yourself back. Use your hands to come on up. This whole, especially if you've ever been congested or incredibly just like all of this area sort of feeling like restricted, it's a great way to open it up. You kind of do the same thing on the opposite side. Lying all the way down, super beginner. Most people, pretty much almost anyone can do it unless you have like a shoulder injury, yeah? Remember, always check in with your GP if you're doing a new exercise or a new program, right? Lying all the way down. Both elbows come together. My body wants to kind of get congested. I don't know what's going on with me. Elbow to elbow. And then inhale, open all the way up. Chest, look back. Look to that left palm. Elbows reach away from the center. And bring it all the way back together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, open, and keep it on up. So notice how I'm lifting my rib cage up today. It feels so good on my neck. And bring it on back. Elbow to elbow. Really gently. And again, breathe in, open. I have this clip going in my hair. Oh, so good for the neck. And return. One more time, breathe in, open. Let the knees be where they are. And then bring it on together. From here, both of the palms are going to stack one on top of the other. Let the palms stay in line with the shoulders. One palm's going to go past the other fingertips. Your elbows dump into the mat. And then reach that top arm all the way up. Open the chest. Reach the fingertips back. Both fingertips reach away from the center line of the body. So you're getting this universal spinal stretch. But it's modified because the knees are bent. Go all the way forward, drop the head, stretch the fingertips, stretch out the shoulder. Again, same thing, inhale, open. Reach the arms away from the center, really opening up the heart. And then bring it all the way back together. Reaching forward, letting the head, neck, and shoulders benefit by stretching. Again, breathe and open. Reach the fingertips away from the center line of the body. And bring it back. Release the head. Good, one more time, inhale, open. Good, and bring it on back. Reach, 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 release the head. And then bring both hands underneath you. Use the palms to come all the way back up, all right? So, now, the next thing we're gonna do, kind of in lieu of the same thing, one of my old teachers back at NYU, this is a million years ago, Kathy Stanford Grant, also a Pilates elder and extraordinaire. So we did that whole movement. You should feel a complete change in your upper neck and shoulder register. Really, really just encouraging the shoulders, neck, heart to open. So she had all these different references to cats, right? And Joe Pilates too, he had a lot of references to animals. If you watch animals and babies, you really learn a lot about how restricted we are now, right? And she used to call this the butterfly, all right? So although we're focused on opening the heart, we're going to utilize our arms, neck, and shoulders in order to encourage the heart opening, yeah? So from here, we'll inhale, we'll exhale, we'll lean our butterfly wings over, and then we'll squeeze. Just the top elbow is going to go down. And you can gaze down if you want to. I like to keep my head facing the front, just so it's very clear in my cervical spine. Inhale, open, and bring it back up, right? Inhale, lean. It's almost like my elbows are pointing away from each other, so we're trying to get long elbow closes. Woo. And bring it open. And right, same thing, opposite side. Breathe in, lean. And elbow closes. And opens. And same thing, same side. And breathe in, lean. And close. And elbow open. It's really great if you're congested or if you're feeling, well, if you're on the mend, not if you're in the middle of it. If you're in the middle of it, drop the head forward, breathe into the back of the neck. All the way over. Let that elbow lift you up, look toward it, go all the way up. And release. Oh, so good. Does that not feel good to you? So good to me. All right, so from here, same thing, heart opening, yes? So we're gonna do like sort of a variation on camel. You don't really have to go that far in order to feel these things, but it just depends on your body, right? Some people it might be extreme to do this and others not so much, right? So you're gonna go sideways. Your knees are about a little bit wider than the hips. You're gonna let your inner thighs lift your inner thighs, glutes, and the adductors. So the inner thigh muscles are trying to do this along the mat, right? You're just literally engaging, right? Pulling the navel in. Both hands go on the hips. You're gonna lift up through the front of the chest and almost just gaze up. That's the first step, right? And I'm gonna go sideways so you can see the profile. Notice how naturally I have a little bit more of a lower back arch, but the goal is not to arch the back. The goal is to lift up the front of the chest and then start to lean. If you can't get your arms that far back behind you, doesn't matter, you keep them here and just work on lifting the chest up and then coming back to center, right? Same thing again. I'm gonna bring my palms behind me, right? That's a part of my practice. Lift the chest, find the inner thighs, go up through the front of the body. Make sure the hips aren't hyper-extending into the lower back, and then bring it forward. So you're allowing your pelvis to go slightly forward without it being insane. And release, all right? Same thing again. Breathe in, feel the inner thighs lift up. Lift the chest, and if this is too hard on the back, you can just literally interlace the fingers and lift up. This is a nice way to modify it too. All right? We'll do that 3 more times. Breathe and lift up through the chest, feel the inner thighs, pull the navel in and open the heart. And then let your body fold forward, drop the head, fingertips go forward to child's pose, release. All right? Take a nice deep inhale into the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe into the nose and out through the mouth. One more time, deep inhale into your nose and then walk the hands all the way back up, okay? How did that go? All right, so now we're gonna take it to the next level. Are you ready? Let's go, all right? So from here, feel the inner thighs. You're either going back to where you were or you're gonna bring your hands beside you. You'll breathe and lift. Go as far as you can. Remember, your hands can be behind the back. And then for me, I'm gonna go over to my ankles. Now, this is not for everyone, so really respect your limits. And then bring it on back up. Notice that my head is coming up last. If that seems insane to you, please don't do it. Same thing again, inhale. Reach it on back, camel pose, heart opening extraordinaire. Oh, it's the best ever. If it doesn't feel like the best ever, it's to be null and void, yeah? So I'm gonna take it one more step back by bringing the arms behind me. Both of the legs are so active. My inner thighs are working so hard. Legs, upper back. And then I'm bringing it all the way up. The head's coming up last, all right? Remember, our head is like 6 to 8 pounds, maybe a little bit heavier. Same thing, last one. Remember, you're doing a modification. If you feel any back pain or if you've never done this before, today is not the day to start. There we go, all right? I hope that was amazing. Okay, so heart opening exercise is another really nice way to reach it if that's so out of your wheelhouse, is simply placing a couple pillows or some kind of hump behind your back where you're able to kind of be in this position, right? You can just cross the legs and lift up, right? And even with support. So instead of laying completely flat on the floor, it's like when you have a couple pillows under your head, making sure that your cervical spine, the muscles, and also the bones and vertebra in the neck are having a nice healthy C curve, right? It's almost like you're creating a little baby rainbow, yeah? So self-care is the best care. Heart opening is the best way to just release and completely eradicate kind of taking on all the things, right? Free yourself, open up your chest and heart. Find the next 5 days to do one act of self-care every single day. You can do one on each day. You can do one, of the same each day for the 5 days. And just, do a self-reflection. How do you feel? Is it different? Do you feel exactly the same? All right, so I'm leaving you with 5 or more acts of self-care. 5 days is a must. Like, you got to do it for at least 5 days, right? You wake up, breathe in and out. You can wake up and say, I'm grateful to be awake. You can do a little stretching in the face or in the shoulders. You can write down your worries before you go to bed or something positive when you get up. You can put something on your mirror. Whatever your decision, choose something. Or create something else, and when you come back, chat me up in the chat for the next Thursday, all right? And we'll continue with opening our heart for love and self-care, right? We'll have that be a through line. Maybe we'll just keep that for 2026. Empowering, amazing love. We need it today and every day. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. You can meet me and I'll be here next week and we can do it together, all right? Thank you so much. I appreciate you showing up, and I will see you next week. Ciao.